everyone. I am today going for my 36-week pregnancy appointment with my doctor. They asked me to make it a Telemed visit, so basically I'd sit at home and do this, but with my doctor instead of video recording. I told them that last time I went in for my 34-week appointment, they said they wanted to see me again. Plus, I need to have the Group B strep test. They basically take a swab just to make sure I don't have any infection type thing that I can pass on to my baby. And so I obviously cannot do that myself from home. And so, yeah, so that's one reason that I am coming in today to the office. And so got I guess a last minute appointment, but I did call, if you remember. I said, please remind me to call. I did call, and so I was able to get a more reasonable appointment. It's at 8:15 instead of 7:15. But they're having to accommodate about, I think they have 6 offices, my OB's office, and 6 like satellite offices, because they closed the one at the hospital itself. And so this one is basically the most centrally located. It's having to accommodate for all the pregnant women that they have. So it's kind of, yeah, it's probably a little overwhelming, but I was glad they were able to get me in, and this is actually still on the same day that I was scheduled for anyway. But things that I'm going to mention are about more labor type contractions that I've been having. They are definitely getting more frequent and more consistent. I don't feel, I mean, you know, they're going to do the normal things like check my weight, check my blood pressure, I'll pee in a cup, check the heartbeat. But Abby the other day, we were snuggling on the couch, and then I went to go grab a book to read to her. While I was going to do that, she jumped onto my belly as I was lying down on my side, and it put me pretty much into instant contractions, and I passed out for half an hour. Like, it was pretty nuts. And so because of that, I will definitely be bringing that up. And I was in contractions for probably after I woke up from the passing out, for another hour and a half. And so it was definitely meeting the criteria to go in, but I was like, I know this is not it. I can get this down. It'll be fine. And so I finally did, but it's definitely something that I'm going to mention to my doctor and let you know what happens with that. Other than that, hopefully everything is going fine. Due days less than a month from now, which is kind of crazy, but I'll definitely let you know what happens. Okay, so just got out of my appointment. They are requiring the use of masks for the appointments, which makes sense. And I just realized that I forgot to ask the doctor about wearing a mask during delivery. That is actually something I'm kind of concerned about, because I do know how much, labored breathing, I realize it's labor, but like it takes when you're in labor, and so if you're covered, it's going to be difficult. Totally forgot to ask about that, but that's okay. So what their policy changes all the time, but what they're going to do is, normally now at 36 weeks I would start weekly appointments. I know I'm still going to have the weekly appointments, but she said every other appointment I'll come into the office. And so next week I will have just the telemed visit, or telehealth, whatever they call it. Whatever your place calls it, or mine calls it telemed. And then the following week, so for 38 weeks, I'll go back into the office and make sure everything is okay still. And if there's any concerns in the meantime, then obviously I would call or check in or anything like that. So not too bad. I mentioned about how Abby jumped on my belly. She asked, you know, have you been having any other issues or anything? And I really haven't. That day was pretty crazy and scary, but other than that, I've been feeling him move a ton. Little man has been doing well, and so he's been doing great. So she was not concerned. She said our bodies are made for that, and which is so true. So not too worried there. My arm's giving out here because I forgot a tripod. So yeah, so everything she said looked good. My weight, I guess, was fine. They never talked to me about my weight. My blood pressure was good. She said it was excellent. It's 110/68, which is great, because last time with Abby, I think it was about I don't know if it was 34 or 36 weeks where my blood pressure was starting to rise. And so that was why I delivered a week early with Abby. And so hopefully that doesn't happen again, because that would be excellent to not deliver a week early and just keep on chugging until 40 weeks. And what else? She did the group B strep test, super uncomfortable. But the most uncomfortable thing was that they take a swab, and then the doctor handed it to the nurse, who then dropped it on the floor. So I get to have a second swab. So that was fun. But, you know, whatever. I lived. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Is it okay if we take another? I'm like, yeah, I gave birth before. Like, this is nothing in comparison. So I'm in my car and it is raining. So if you're hearing the drops, that's what that is. What else? She said it feels like he is head down, which is excellent, because I think he's pretty much at the point where he's kind of wedged in there. He's kind of stuck. Hopefully there's not enough room that he could still flip. I'm a pretty small person. He's been head down for the last couple times they've checked him. So at my 36. So at my 31-week appointment and my 34-week appointment, both times I came in, he was head down. So that is really good. Don't have to worry about breech. Hopefully that continues. And then what else? I peed in a cup. Checked blood pressure, checked my weight, checked my belly. Oh, measuring. So she checked the measurement of my belly. She said I'm at exactly 36 weeks. So that is also excellent. Baby's heart rate, she said, was in the 150s, which is also excellent. So everything seems good. She said I would be a great candidate to do the telemed visits. If I'm cool with that, which I think for the next one, as long as nothing goes crazy, I'd be okay with that. I do have a scale at home and I have a blood pressure cuff, so nothing really too much to worry about there. And then she did check for dilation. She said that what did she call it? Like the front and the back of the cervix, or the inside and outside? I don't know. But the closer part, she said, was starting to open, and the inside was, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. But she's like, I'd put you at maybe half a centimeter dilated. So, okay, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I meant to go watch my 36-week video from when I had Abby, but I think I was dilated at least 1 centimeter with her at this point. But really, you can sit at dilation centimeters for like weeks, and it does not matter. We just checked it because I'm here and I'm not going to be for another couple weeks, and I guess just to kind of get a ballpark so that if something were to happen, they know, okay, yes, she was progressing at some point, so if I have to go into labor and delivery, at least they know a little bit, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Everything's going well still. I'm very excited about that. And hopefully everything continues to keep going well. I'm going to keep exercising, keep drinking my water like a crazy person, keep making sure I'm still nourishing him, eating well and everything. And everything continues as planned. So yeah, thanks for watching this rambling update of a 36-week doctor's appointment checkup in my 3rd trimester with my 2nd baby. Thanks. Bye.